Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 27 of Direwolf20's Modern Skyblock series. Last episode, we played with Buildcraft pipes. It's been a long time since I've messed with Buildcraft pipes. And I was happy to find that they actually worked pretty well. It seems like they're a little bit more reliable than they were even in the past, so that's cool. Today, real quick, I was going to do a propane furnace. Did that complete the quest for me? Yay, it did. Cool. So that, for whatever reason, I just didn't do this. I forget why. There was a reason that I didn't do this, but I didn't. So now it's done. And there's other things in this mod, in the factory mod, but I'm just gonna hold off on them. I just wanted to knock out that quest real quick because it was an important chapter completion quest, and that unlocked a true blacksmith. Oh, that's cool. Is that Tinker's? I feel like that's Tinker's. I feel like that looks like I just unlocked Tinker's construct. Sweet. So quest block, up true blacksmith claim. Nice. Like I said, not sure. I've had a really busy week, so I completely forget as to why I didn't actually finish that up. But it's done now. So, Life of the Forest, Heavy Machinery. So we've got some paths that we can follow now, right? Actually, additions, right, we're pretty much done with. So a Master Chef we haven't touched really yet, though I did make a market at some point just for fun. I needed something at some point. Small to medium storage crate upgrade. Sweet. You can go in here for now, storage crate guy. But we'll look at maybe doing that at some point. So some True Magic, we completed this, with the exception of these two quests, which not super important, so I'm not going to do them probably, or at least not now. Then we've got Life in the Forest, right? So that's all about forestry. So we could take an approach where we start automating stuff with forestry, right? And that would give us access to a few things in forestry. Specifically, like we could set up a tree farm, and that might not be a bad idea. 1-block farms, huh? Cool. And that might be cool to do. And we could even get into peat. Peat's an option, right? We could do peat. Totally an option. So there's that, right? So forestry is a mod we can play with right now. We did kind of start immersive engineering, right? We got the basics going, but we didn't really go much deeper into it. So that would give us some RF gen and some RF power transfer options with the voltage lines. And now we just unlocked a true blacksmith, which is grout and manulin and all that kind of stuff. And ooh, manulin, because isn't manulin like a really good way of doing this stuff, right? Yeah, combustion. Like there's manulin combustions, which that's pretty good, right? Lava lasts for 0.23x3. What does it do? So I guess that runs off lava. Interesting. One of these runs off of RF. I know that. Electrum runs off of RF, so that's cool. Furnace fuels are these basic ones, I believe. Bronze also does RF, so that's neat to know. Signalum runs off RF. Endstone runs off ender pearls. Enderium runs off RF, I presume. Ooh, dark matter, that sounds cool. Yeah, dark matter itself, I guess, is the fuel, and light matter. Osmium combustion heaters run off RF. Well, that's kind of neat to know, though the speed's really low on those. Cool. So just putting it out there, right? Manulin's like a nice one to go with here. So if we wanted a condenser, we're currently using the Endstone condenser, which is 660 and 660. Enderium's a little bit better, but what's Manulin at? Is that better? Nah, it's not better. Well, it's not better speed-wise. It's a little better efficiency-wise, but I think Endstone's probably overall better. So good to know. But casings are also a thing that we could take a look at. So right now we're usually using the osmium casings, which give us 130 efficiency. Max heat 3030. Manulin gives us 90 and it's lead. 740 efficiency. Wow, way better efficiency on the casings. So Manulin would be kind of nice for casings, but the max heat is kind of low, so it's not enough for glowstone. So that's a thing. So just something to think about. So when we do get to that point, we might look at doing a Manulin casing for maybe just the condenser. Does that make sense? And then we also unlocked the Power of Stars, right? So that's Astral Sorcery, which is a mod that I've played with a little bit lately. Played with it in my Let's Play series. Definitely enjoyed it. Very big fan of this mod. It is super cool. So that's also an option, right? And then we unlocked bees, but I'm probably not going to mess with bees too much because you know me and bees. I might just burn through those quest lines real fast. Though it looks like we've got some advanced genetic stuff, so that at least would make bees more tolerable. And that's where we're at with the mods that we currently have access to. Ooh, Mechanism's going to show up soon, it looks like. I'm not sure, like, I'm guessing the chapters are kind of the order that we're going to unlock it in. So it looks like we might be getting to Mechanism soon, which is kind of cool, because Mechanism's a very powerful mod. And I'll be interested to see if that comes sooner than later, like, because it looks like there's lots of other later quest lines. But we're getting there. So let's do today. What do I need more of right now? I probably wouldn't mind having fuel, like a reliable source of charcoal, and automating that would be smart, I feel. So that's a thing, right, that I could totally do. Yeah. That might be doable. Automating charcoal with forestry. So basically building a forestry farm so we can have an automated tree farm that like turns that wood into coal. Or we could jump into this because I think that if we got more into some passive RF gen, we would need less coal. So this might be even a smarter way to go, right? So let's try and consider that. And then a true blacksmith, I think we should do soon. And the power stars, this unlocks a bunch of stuff for us too. But yeah, let's get into heavy machinery. Let's continue down the immersive engineering line because that's something we've already kind of started working on. So let's get the basic engineering blocks going. So as you guys may recall, over here we started cooking up some steel. Let's go get ourselves another stack of charcoal. Because this thing uses about a stack of charcoal per 16 steel. We've got some other steel sitting in here. We've got our treated sticks. I did at some point off camera set up that extraction pump from Factory Tech, and I'm piping creosote into a stationary tank. So that's nifty. And we're getting better with slag, and I might have more coal that I can put in there. I feel like that would be cool if I could. Let's grab a stack of charcoal. Drop it in there, and that turns it into coal, right? Nice. Slowly but surely, we'll let that run for a few minutes. So yeah, this is the path that I'll follow right now. And I'll grab these LV wires and the Connect dynamos and the water wheels. Let's grab all the pieces here of this mod that I've gotten so far. Nice. And let's get to work. So first thing that you're going to want me to make, book. I'm going to steal some of these guys and a little bit of redstone. I know there was some more in here. So you wanted engineering blocks. You wanted at least one of each, right? So let's just craft them, because I know at some point I'm going to need to make these. We need iron plates. Not a big deal to make. Let's make like, you know what, let's just go for broke, right? Get a bunch. And that shouldn't be a big deal. So there's your light engineering blocks, and then we need our heavy engineering blocks. So that needs some steel plates. So that's going to be, let's just get the 8 of these that it looks like we're going to need for this part. And then need some wood. And finally, we need some electrum. So we do have access to electrum now, right? I presume. Which is kind of cool, because that means we could get into stuff. So we can get electrum ingots from you. I'm thinking I can make them in that kiln, right? Alloy kiln. Yeah, silver and gold. Can't say silver and gold without, you know, going all silver and gold on us. So that's cool. Osmium, diamantine. Do I not have silver chilling in here? Oh, I do. Cool. So let's grab 6 and 6, and that should be fine. Cool. And the kiln will make that. And I'm pretty sure I've probably got more gold chilling over here ready for us to collect. Oh, yeah. No surprise. Okay. So with that, at least one electrum ingot done, we can get our engineering block to complete that quest. And we know we're going to need these for, you know, some of the multi-blocks we've got coming up, right? So we might as well just make one set of each, complete the quest here, and hope it's not a bunch of junk that I don't need. Oh, look, it's a bunch of junk I don't need. I've got those miscellaneous junk crates, and I'm really glad for that. Okay, so with that quest completed, let's move into, let's see, mixing it up, gets me concrete, better steel production. Should we look at doing this? Reinforced blast bricks? Probably not a bad idea. So that needs 27 steel, which I think I'm short by 4 on, but don't forget that we just started smelting more of it over here. And look, perfect! Haha, look at that! Nice. All right, so as soon as this is complete, I'm going to take you guys out. I'm going to put you in here. And I might as well just break all this. Because my reinforced blast furnace, which I want to double check the recipe for before I start messing with it. Is it an advanced? Yeah, it is. Improved blast furnace. The improved blast furnace is a much more efficient way of creating steel. Right. So it's a 3x3x3, so it's 27, right? And then it has the hopper on top. Okay, that's cool. So what I need to do to make this is it's basically a steel plate and a blast brick. So I've already got the 27 blast bricks. We will now have 27 steel plates, presumably. All right, engineer's hammer has just a little bit of use left. And we can combine these guys, and then I just need a hopper, and I'm good to go. Actually, I should have the stuff on me to make a hopper. You guys, and okay, I don't have the stuff on me. That's right, I turned all my iron into plates, didn't I? No, I did have the stuff on me. I'm just a noob. Dire, please. There we go. So let's build this back up, right? So it was one space away. And then the hopper on top. And then our hammer should get us nice. So that should just run a little bit hotter. And do a little bit better. And then we can also make those things. Those preheaters, is that what it's called? I never really noticed this making a huge difference, but let's do it, because why not, right? Is that even part of the quest? Yeah, you want me to make the 2 preheaters. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So iron sheet metal is just 4. So I need 8 of those, right? So I'm probably going to need another engineer's hammer at some point. So let's just get ready with that. Piece of string, and I'm good to go. Did I put all my iron away? Cool. All right, so you're going to get 8 of these guys. My hammer will break, but then I'll get another hammer, and that's good. Cool. And then you need, so that's enough actually for 1 of these. Let's get 8 more. And then you need these things. So 2 sets of those. How did you fail to do that? Okay, cool. Not sure what happened there. Some kind of weird desync for sure. All right, 2 blast furnace heaters. Now these need RF, as I recall, but we'll hook that up. There you are. Nice. Cool. Beautiful. Right, so those need RF to run, but we'll hook that up shortly. So we can claim a reward there and call that a day. Cicadas, yeah, that's a reward. That's something that I wanted to have, right? There's more cicadas. Raise your hand if you get super excited when you got a cicada in your reward box. Like, hey, I just completed a quest, and yes, cicadas! That's what I wanted! Next up. Distilling water, projections. Oh yeah, projections. That's cool. I do want to check these out because that's from like an add-on kind of mod. But I think I would like to get. So we made a single water wheel in Kinetic Dynamo, right? Using kinetic energy, right? So a windmill was on my next to-do list. So let's get that going. That just needed a little bit more of this stuff. So do I have a bucket on me? Totally should. Scoop. So you with this stuff around it should be no problem. And that, nice. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a windmill should be that. So that should complete that quest. Nice. Ooh, that's not a bad reward, actually. That's kind of a useful modded item. So now I can start getting passive RF gen, which is kind of cool. So we're going to want, let's do like the standard water wheel setup, right? So I'm going to need a few more of these guys. I'm not sure exactly how many, but we'll find out pretty soon. Can I just, I don't think we have access to any crafting tables yet, right? That would help me out with this. But basically I want 8 more of these water wheel segments. So that's 4 more, right? Wood. Some weird desyncs going on. Playing in a single player world, I shouldn't be having any like weird desyncs like that, where stuff's rubber banding a little bit. But who knows? See that's the example that I'm talking about. See what it just did there? It's funny, right? For some reason, the kinetic dynamo got lost. Did it happen again? Yeah, it totally did. Look at that. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Okay. So that might make me another water wheel. Again with the desyncs. And now we can have 2 more of these, right? We just need 2 more steel. Which might be done. Yeah, totally. Awesome. Okay, so 3 water wheels, as we remember from previous playings around with this mod, is kind of like your ideal setup with power gen for the water wheel. You can't have more than 3 on a single kinetic dynamo. So let's see how good I can be. And speaking of water, an infinite source around here somewhere. I feel like now might be a nice time to set up another infinite source nearby. Do I not have like a handy bucket? I do now. So here's what I'll do. I'll set up an infinite source here. And then we'll get this down here so that we can access this guy a little bit better. Nice. And then in addition to that, I'm going to want to be able to get down here so I can actually build like a proper, well, not super proper, but proper enough basement. How's 7 blocks down sound? Does that sound cool to you guys? I hope so, because that's where I'm going. All right. So we'll do that, and let's get some ladders or something, because I don't think there's an elevator mod in this pack. That should be enough. And while I'm here, Right. Shift clicking with the sword does something funny. Though it's funny because when I tried to attack enemies and shift click them, it did not do a lot for me. So not sure what that's supposed to do, but neat. Okay, now we're talking. Woot. Okay, so with that said, let's build like our water wheel and power generation stuff back here, kind of. So let's say that theoretically I'm going to have some kind of power storage block here. And we're going to want our water wheel to maybe be here-ish with the wheels on this side. So like here's your 3 water wheels connected to a kinetic dynamo, connected to some kind of power storage, which we have access to because we have immersive engineering. And that can distribute power to my base, specifically to the improved blast furnace to get started, but we might run stuff off in this direction at some point. So this will be our storage block. So this will be our kinetic dynamo. Does that sound cool? I think so. Let's maybe put our kinetic dynamo this way. And hopefully it doesn't mind being rotated too much. And I have to remember how much spacing these guys need. I think we need at least 3 for the actual water wheel, but then we need water going around it, of course. And this is the part where I remind people that I only do this water wheel build every now and then, and every time I go to do it, I forget like how to make it as efficient as possible. Because there's like a really efficient way to do it if you're really good at what you're doing, and I'm not sometimes always that good. So we'll do our best. So let's go down here. And I'm gonna builder's wand this out. Maybe. Maybe like this. Let's make sure to put this on so that we know what we're getting ourselves into here. Cool. Not terrible. That'll do for now. Okay. So long story short, what we probably want is a little bit more cobble, to be fair. Maybe glass. Sometimes cool to make your water wheels with glass. But we'll start off with cobble and maybe we'll switch it. See? That thing happens when I shift click. And it's clearly related to that silent gem stuff. Okay, so long story short, we probably want our water flowing this way and flowing down. And I'm usually bad at this. I really am. This is the part where I make a giant watery mess. So just be prepared for a big mess. I'm gonna try not to do too bad of a job, but we'll see what happens. That looks kind of good. And we'll see if this is the right approach to take on this. And if it's not, I might have to tweak things a little bit. And then in addition here, we have to build it up around the side so that the water doesn't spill out over the edges. And that's where sometimes glass is nice to use. So let's try and get ready with that. Did you? Okay, cool. And sleeping through the night. Okay. So we'll try and use glass for this stuff, and we'll see what happens. So, long story short, I want to build up around here. like I said, a little rusty on this, so I will probably derp it up. So yeah, the water will flow down that way and then cycle down that way. I might have to add 1 or 2 blocks down there of cobble. I expect to have to do that at least. So there's that, and that can come down here. Cool. And you guys probably want to block out this way. Okay, so if I were to put water here, that's kind of going the wrong way. That's right, I have to hit those corners, don't I? See, I told you I'd make a mess. I'll fix the lighting in a minute. Okay, so that mostly covers it, but I really want you to be going this way. Yeah, now we're talking. That's what's up. Cool. That's actually really close to what I want. If I did this, how would that look? I like that. That looks pretty accurate. Right? That looks pretty good, right? I think that is good. Yeah, I think that's correct in its placement. It says 0 RF, but I think it's lying. It usually lies, let's just put it that way. I kind of want that one there, but that looks pretty good. Now, do I need another one of these, a line here? I think I might. Yeah, I think that catches the wheel a little bit better. Basically, the more water that's touching the wheel here, the better for everybody involved. Thank you for listening. And there's some kind of like trickery that you can put like a water source block here-ish and get it to flow in that direction, and it's like a little better, but Soren usually does it. He knows a way to. He understands Minecraft water physics enough. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Probably good enough. We might be losing 1 or 2 RF off the max, but I don't think we need it for that long, so I think we'll be cool. I mean, we'll probably have it out here forever, but you know, if we're off by 1 or 2 RF, that's okay. I'd like to get a voltmeter if I can. I don't know if that's a quest or not, but I think that'll tell me. Compass. That's totally craftable, actually, with what I have on me, I think. Yeah, that's what's up. So can you tell me how much RF you're getting? That is a kinetic dynamo, that's for sure. All right, let's do this. Let's get, what is the next quest I'm supposed to do right now? Do I have a quest for the, yeah, low voltage, right? LV wire connector, LV wire relay. So you're just terracotta, so smelted clay. So that's easy. right? We've got you and you. And then you can go away for the time being. That'll get me 10 of those. Go ahead and smelt for me. In the meantime, I'm going to clean up inventory for a sec. Yeah, that's good enough. Probably use more torches, to be fair. Okay. So with LV wire relays, I might be able to get the information I want. Connectors and relays. Relays are what connect multiple points. And we're also going to want some LV coils, which I think I used them all. So let's get some of that real quick while we're waiting. So you need to be plates, right? Okay, so let's get like... Yeah, serious disconnects going on here. Hammer. Coils. Let's get 2 more, just so we have an even 12. Nice. So those are your low voltage wires. So that should complete the quest, at the very least. So if I wanted to for now, right, because I do want to, let's put the connector here. Or the relay there. Wait, that's the relay. Yeah, the connector goes here, here, and here. Right, so in theory, you should be able to run to that. Nice. And you should be able to run to that. And you should be able to run to that. And you guys should be getting RF now. Beautiful! Now, will you tell me how much RF we're generating here? Not a super good job of telling me how much RF per tick we're getting. That's what I usually like to know, is how much RF per tick I'm getting. But if I make a capacitor, which I think is one of the quests coming up, I should be able to figure that out pretty easily. Just put that stuff away for the moment, and I'm going to put away some of this redstone because I don't need 2 stacks on me. I probably don't actually also need my axe. That's good enough for now. Alright, quest-wise, that marks this guy completed. Yay, pitcher plant. I remember not knowing if those are useful or not. Cool. So let's see. Do I have a quest? So MV and HV are also a thing coming up, but do I have a quest for the capacitors? I don't see one. So let's just make one. So these guys require this, which is an unfamiliar item. So I can't make those Ender IO capacitors, but I should have access to these guys. And I should be able to jump straight to HV, right? It's a block of lead and some aluminum, steel, and a block of redstone. So I believe I've got lead. No? Yes? Lead. Ingots. Okay, I do not. Cool. Maybe we're gonna have to get some. And aluminum, too. Yeah, I don't have either of those. So let's do some alchemy. Cool. So lead, alchemical dust, is 2 blaze powder and a block of clay. Cool, my old friend. What did I just put? Oh, that's right. Okay. So that is 2 blaze powder and the clay. And I remember lead being one of those, like, you get a lot of it, guys. Oh, wait, there was blaze powder. So I'm only going to definitely put 1 lead dust, alchemical ore dust thing into my condenser. Because as I recall, like I said, you get a lot of it. We've got nickel. All right, aluminum. Needs 2 blaze powder and enriched bone meal, which is 3 bone meal and a clay. Or a zombie flesh, I mean. And so that, 1 and 2 of those. Cool. So there's your aluminum. So let's come back in a few minutes here when this is done. That doesn't look like it'll be that long, but yeah, we'll definitely come back when both of these are done. Dude, so 1 dust gave me 2.5 stacks of lead. Take it, right? So let's get that capacitor, and then we're gonna wrap up the episode, I think. So with the capacitor, I should have everything I need for this. So we need a block of redstone. We need to block a lead. Probably just quicker to do that. And then that's it. Nice. HV capacitor. Now we're talking. So I'm just going to break all this. And I think it's okay to use HV on this, right? But what I'll basically wind up doing is have my LV wire relays. If I do this right, it'll look kind of cool too. So I should be able to do LV coils to here and to here. And we'll throw our capacitor, let's say like right around here, and we'll give you a blue face here so that you can accept power. And I need another LV wire connector. And then you're going to be an orange face to output power. Right, wrong thing. There we go. Cool. All right, so you're filling up with RF, and you're outputting RF. And I think that if I use this guy here, I should... I mean, it's working. I just have no idea what the RF per tick is. And that's usually what I like to know. But you guys are full, so that's neat. Let's use some coal coke to make more steel, because that'll just last longer. Oh yeah, look how much faster that runs. Holy cow, that is a big difference. Nice. All right, good times. That's really good. All right, so I'm going to wrap up the episode here, but we have steady RF generation, which is nice. We're getting a slight net gain of power with our blast furnace preheaters running. I don't know how much they use per tick, but I guess if I looked at that, I would have a rough idea of what this is doing, but it's working. It's good enough. We're going to probably have better RF gen at some point, but hey, RF generation and wire transfers, that's cool. I like that. All right, guys, Ep27 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Maybe next episode we will continue down this path and see what kind of stuff we're supposed to do. So, like, what kind of quests do we have to wrap up in order to complete this chapter, as it were? We need to get alternating flux, right? So that requires high voltage and hop graphite. So in order to get hop graphite, I know that we totally need to make... that's used to make graphite electrodes for the arc furnace, which is a really nice furnace, by the way. So we're going to need a couple multi-blocks to get hop graphite, right? I think we need, like, the crusher and the squeezer, at the very least. So we'll be doing some multi-block soon, and that'll work towards the ability to make alternating flux, and then we also need distilling water. The multi-block distillery distills water and makes salt in the process. Cool. So these two seem to be, and this one, lubricant. All right, so that's a quest that needs diesel to be done. So we'll get to it all. All right, maybe next episode we'll do a lot of that. All right, guys, Ep27 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.